and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
Coming up on NC1 Today, love him or hate him, Donald Trump has made the Republican nomination interesting and is making news on the campaign trail again. More from Washington. Then, U.S. Representative Kristi Noem makes a stop to Rapid City to discuss a topic close to her heart. And it was a big day for Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender as the newly appointed member of the Law Enforcement Officers Standards and Training Commission. Wednesday, August 26, 2015.
You're watching NC1 Today.
Good morning, everyone. You guessed it, Monica Davis is live this morning from the YMCA to talk more about their child care programs.
That's right. We'll be checking in with her throughout the morning. I don't know what room she's in. I mentioned earlier, I think I was in the blueberry room or something like that. We'll figure that out later on. But Anya, I need to ask you a question this morning because, well, I want to know because for those of you who don't know, Anya is pregnant now.
Yes.
And Anya, how are these mornings getting up? Like, how are you feeling this morning?
It's
like,
fun.
Is it tough getting up in the mornings?
Always.
It is?
Always.
Yeah,
the struggle is real.
All right, so how are you feeling this morning? Are you good?
I'm good, though, yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah, no, I've been good this whole time.
Yeah.
Just tired.
You look ready to go
just
this
more
morning.
tired. Okay, well, thank you. Because usually people tell me, oh, you look really tired.
Really? I don't think so.
That's not fun to hear. Nobody wants to
I
hear
don't
that.
think so. You look alive and ready to go this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll be checking in, like we mentioned, with Monica throughout the morning down there at the YMCA.
That's right.
And she'll be checking out some of those child care programs. And then as far as our weather goes, Anya, we talked about how we were a little bit warm yesterday. I mean, we were just looking at those temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. For today, though.
Warmer.
Yeah, it's going to be hot today.
Downright hot.
Hot today. A big change, though, is going to be coming as we push into tomorrow. We'll look at that here in just a little bit. How about that almanac, though? 88 degrees was our high yesterday afternoon. 50 degrees was the low, so another cool morning, but it wasn't the 30s and 40s that we had been seeing. The sun is coming up at 6:08 a.m. The sun is now going down at 7:39 p.m. As far as your 24-hour temperature change goes, we're continuing to warm the temperatures up. Winds out of the south continuing to bring in that warmer air. 10 degrees warmer at the Ellsworth Air Force Base. 12 degrees warmer right now at Rapid City Regional Airport than where we were yesterday. 8 degrees warmer in Phillip. 15 degrees warmer in Pine Ridge. And as we take a look at the current temperatures, anywhere in the yellows, that 70s. How about 77 right now in Deadwood, 75 at Mount Rushmore, 70 in Hewlett. So once again, the warmer temperatures at those higher elevations. 70 in Sturgis. We're at 62 in Rapid City, 61 in Wasta. Actually, the cooler temperatures as you move east of the Black Hills this morning. 56 in Phillip, 57 in Dupree. So not a bad start to the morning. We will warm the temperatures up, like I mentioned, into the 90s, though, by this afternoon. As far as that Wednesday planner goes, partly sunny throughout the day, 77 by 9 a.m. Some of that smoke could still be lingering around, but we have pretty much moved that out. 86 by noon, 91 by 3 p.m. Partly sunny skies. We will see those winds out of the southeast, a gust up to 20 miles per hour. An isolated thunderstorm is possible later on this afternoon. Most likely, those will all be coming during the overnight hours, pushing into tomorrow. We'll get those details here in just a minute. But until then, Anya.
Teachers, parents, and students at a West Virginia high school are relieved that a hostage situation at a school was resolved safely. A 14-year-old boy held 27 other students and a teacher at the high school hostage with a pistol on Tuesday before surrendering, according to state police. After the all clear was given, students were taken off school grounds by bus or picked up by their parents around 4 o'clock. Even as they were leaving, the full impact of the situation hadn't sunk in for some of the students. Police officers who negotiated with the teen have some ideas as to the motive, but the case is still under investigation and a motive has not been verified. And elsewhere yesterday, a Georgia elementary school student was accidentally shot after another student brought a gun to school. The Augusta school was temporarily placed on lockdown after a student is said to have accidentally discharged a gun while playing with the weapon inside a desk. The bullet grazing a female student in her side. She was treated at a hospital and released. The incident is under investigation, but officials say they believe that the shooting was an accident. The student who brought the gun to school was taken into police custody. And in local law enforcement news, Rapid City Police making yet another meth-related bust. Just before 5:30 in the evening on Monday, police were sent to the 2100 block of Jackson Boulevard for a report of a suspect with several active warrants for his arrest. Police made contact with 29-year-old Travis Wheeler as he tried to exit the building. Wheeler took off running, throwing several personal items out of his pockets. The K9 unit was released and brought the suspect to a halt. Testing confirming that Wheeler was on methamphetamines. He has been arrested for ingestion of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting arrest, and has 3 prior warrants. Coming up on News Center 1 today, the campaign trail heats up once again thanks to Donald Trump. Edward Lawrence will have the latest. And Representative Kristi Noem makes a stop in Rapid City to stop for a project close to her heart, railroad expansion. The details coming up. We're back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Zilch. That's what it takes to lease a new Honda at Rushmore Honda during the Honda Summer Clearance Event. 0 down payment, 0 first payment, 0 security deposit. Lease a new 15 Accord LX, $254 a month. A new 15 Civic LX sedan, $214 a month. Keep your cash and drive a new Honda with 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 security deposit. Hurry, our Honda Summer Clearance Event ends soon. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda. Online at rushmorehonda.com.
This home cook is a great dad, but Thursday, he's about to meet his pro chef hero, the real Big Daddy.
I'm a big fan, but this is my moment, and I'm a season.
New Food Fighters, Thursday on NBC.
Sunday Night Football, your ticket to a trip to the black hole. Carson Palmer and the Cardinals take on Derek Carr and the Raiders. Sunday night, August 30th. And don't miss Steelers Patriots and NFL kickoff, September 10th, only on NBC.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, the St. Thomas More girls soccer team continues to play at a high level since dropping their season opener back on August 15th against Rapid City Stevens. The Cavaliers traveled to the eastern side of the state last weekend and knocked off both Sioux Falls Christian and Groton. In fact, the Cavs have outscored their last 2 opponents 9-0. St. Thomas More was looking for its 3rd straight win last night as the Cavaliers hosted Spearfish. Early on, Carolyn Eckridge passes it inside the box to Stephanie Stagner. However, the Spearfish keeper Taylor Johnson covers it up for the save. The Cavaliers kept the 8th grader busy last night. Back the other way now, Spearfish with a penalty kick, and Lauren Sparrow redirects this one into the back of the net, and Spearfish strikes first with 10 minutes gone by in the first half. The Cavaliers with several opportunities to score. Here Eckridge tries to punch it over the Spearfish goalkeeper, but it's wide right. However, St. Thomas More, that is, rallies to beat Spearfish by a final score of 5-2. The Cavaliers improved to 3-1 on the season. Shifting gears to boys soccer now, where St. Thomas More also squared off against the Spearfish Spartans last night. As you can see, with under 9 minutes to play and Spearfish up 2-0, Luke Julian with a corner kick for the Cavaliers. Liam Yantis tries to loft it in for the goal, but the shot is off. Later on now, Cesar Mendez passes this one up ahead to Seth Fitzgerald. He shoots, but Michael Hurd keeps it out of the net for STM, and the score remained 2-0 at that point. Spearfish on the move again. Mendez dribbles near the inline. He tries to sneak it in, but it hits the post. And Spearfish, though, goes on to win 6-0 over St. Thomas More. The Spartans have now won 3 in a row. Also in girls soccer last night, Bellefouche remains undefeated on the year with a 3-0 win over Sturgis. Now to boys golf, Rapid City Stevens captured the team title yesterday at the Pier Invitational. The Raiders had a combined score of 317, 3 strokes better than Pier. Aberdeen Central and Watertown tied for 3rd. And finally, in girls tennis, Rapid City Central traveled to Mitchell yesterday to play a pair of duels. Mitchell defeated the Cobblers 6-3, but then Central bounced back and shut out Vermilion 9-0. And that's a look at sports. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Justin, for that sports report right there. Let's take a look at what we have going on in the tropics. Once again, we are looking at a tropical storm forming. Now, Danny was earlier last week. That ended up weakening as it continued to push closer to the Caribbean. However, Tropical Storm Erica, the path that it's looking like now could affect the U.S. It's a tropical storm right now, expecting to be a tropical storm through Friday, maybe even though a Category 1, though, as it moves into the Caribbean, makes its way up towards Florida. It's looking like the East Coast right now could make land landfall around Florida as close or as early as next Monday or Tuesday. However, they are expecting it to strengthen. Not a whole lot. It's kind of just been holding steady so far. So we're going to have to see how everything pans out. But right now it looks like the East Coast, Florida could see their first hurricane of the season make landfall here coming just into September. As far as your Futurecast satellite radar, let's come in just a little bit closer to home here. High pressure, we had seen it just located here to the west. That's slowly moving off to the east, getting pushed out by this cold front, also this low pressure system. That's going to continue to make its way up from the southwest. As we get later on into the day, we're going to stop this very early tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. You're going to see it's just on our doorstep. Both of these, they're going to cause two things. They're going to kick out some scattered rain showers and thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow, but also much cooler temperatures. We're talking about 90s today, only temperatures into the 70s by tomorrow. That's going to push off to the east behind that high pressure once again takes its place. Plenty of sunshine as we push into the weekend. 90s once again on both Saturday and Sunday. We'll look at that in the 7-day forecast. As far as our winds go, well, we'll stop this later on this afternoon, and we're seeing winds mostly out of the southeast. Southeast, that's what's bringing in those warmer temperatures. We'll stop this at 4 p.m. As we push later on, getting into tomorrow afternoon, we'll stop it at about 1 p.m. We're seeing the winds now out of the north, out of the northwest, and then also the northeast. Those cooler temperatures. That's why we're going to only see 70s for your Thursday. Today, like I mentioned, it's going to be hot. 86 in Custer, 95 in Newcastle, 98 in Pine Ridge. How about 95 in Martin? An isolated thunderstorm or two is possible late this afternoon, but most likely those are going to come in tonight and tomorrow. We'll take a look at the exact timing of these and when we can expect them to push into the Black Hills in my full local forecast just after the break. But until then, Anya.
Thank you, Lewis. Well, Donald Trump is making news on the campaign trail again, this time in Iowa. This as the rest of the Republican field of candidates tries to get into the spotlight. NBC News correspondent Edward Lawrence has the latest from Washington.
Donald Trump spoke to some 3,000 supporters in Dubuque, Iowa, but the real fireworks came during his news conference. A television news anchor from Univision started asking questions about immigration to Trump while he was speaking.
Okay, who's next? Yeah, please. Excuse me, sit down. You weren't called. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Go ahead. No, you don't. You haven't been called. Go back to Univision.
The journalist was removed, then later returned and allowed to ask his questions about deporting all illegal immigrants if Trump were president.
The one thing we're going to start with immediately are the gangs and the real bad ones. And you do agree there are some bad ones. Do you agree with that, or do you think everyone's just perfect? No, I'd ask you a question. Do you agree with that?
A new Gallup poll shows 14% of Hispanic voters view Trump favorably. That same poll shows 34% of the same group Republicans want to bring into the party, like Jeb Bush.
I'm not a talker, I'm a doer. There's a lot of really good talkers running for president. And there's one in particular I'm thinking of.
Each of the other 16 Republican presidential hopefuls are finding it hard to get their message out with the attention and crowd Trump draws. With the next Republican debate 3 weeks away, each candidate is trying to shine to get on stage. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
Thank you, Edward. U.S. Representative Kristi Noem making a stop in Rapid City Tuesday to discuss a topic close to her heart. The Congresswoman opening up about the importance of improving South Dakota's freight rail infrastructure. Much of the state's revenue comes from the agricultural industry. For some time, producers have called for changes and improvements to South Dakota's rail system in order to keep their goods flowing into the marketplace. Noem has been an outspoken advocate for the agricultural industry, owning a fact that she herself is from a farming background.
What we've done recently is try to support a grant, a Tiger grant that they have been working to get. That'll allow them to upgrade some track that's needed to be done so that we can increase the speed on that line, and then also put in another siding that's needed in the Phillip area. It'll be halfway between Rapid City and Pierre, pretty much, which will allow even more trains to utilize that rail. Turnaround time is very important to make sure that we have everything moving and moving at a quicker speed to get things to market and to get them to port so they can get overseas.
Yesterday at the Rapid City, Pierre, and Eastern Railroad Yard office here in Rapid City. And still to come on News Center 1 today, Monica Davis is live this morning at the YMCA of Rapid City with tips on taking care of tots. That's after a look at your full local forecast just after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Temperatures call for cool deals, and it doesn't get much cooler than 32 ounces for only 89 cents. That's right, for only 89 cents, you can get 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink at Common Sense. Ice cold refreshment in your choice of flavors. You can even add one of our flavor shots to make your 32-ounce fountain drink uniquely yours. So let the temperature get hot. Common Sense will keep you cool with 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink for only 89 cents. Common Sense. Now that's cool.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Now every Ford truck has 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers. Free from interest for 6 years and free to choose F-150, Super Duty, every built Ford tough truck. 0% financing for 72 months on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on any built Ford tough truck. Hurry, see your Ford dealer today.
Welcome to High Country Guest Ranch,
where Western and Native American cultures unite.
Spacious log homes and camping cabins wait your arrival in the heart of the beautiful Black Hills. Close to Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, it is the perfect place for your Black Hills vacation. The High Country Outdoor Theater is the summer home of Brûlée, the #1 Native American show in the country. The popular Circle B Chuck Wagon is serving up tasty cowboy dinners and Western harmonies. Come on out for an afternoon trail ride, an evening show, or spend the weekend with us. We'd love to have you.
Melanie Palm with Body Wisdom offers you support in deepening your health. Melanie is internationally certified both as a Phoenix Rising Yoga therapist and as a Body Talk practitioner. Phoenix Rising Yoga Therapy supports you in reconnecting with yourself and in listening to your heart, head, and gut. Body Talk supports you in resynchronizing your body systems so they can operate as nature intended. Find out about Body Wisdom, call or text Melanie Palm at 484-6765.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storrs.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Good Wednesday, everyone. How about 70 right now as we head off to Hewlett? Sunny skies overhead. We're seeing calm winds, so overall not a bad morning at all. And then the current temperatures in Spearfish, a bit cooler, 61, but still abundant sunshine. They're seeing the winds out of the south light at 8 miles per hour. That's why we're going to see those warmer temperatures for today. As far as the radar goes, so this is what we're looking at. High pressure clears out the skies at least for today. However, we are going to see clouds and some scattered rain showers push in, and that's all along this right here. We're seeing an upper level low kicking off some rain showers and thunderstorms over Utah, Salt Lake City this morning, slowly making its way off to the northeast. Now, what it's going to do is run into some dry air here in the Black Hills, so we're not expecting as much rain as what we're seeing right now. It's just going to be isolated to scattered both tonight and this evening. The big thing is going to be the colder temperatures moving in. We'll look at that right now. This morning we're seeing a few clouds. As we push throughout the day, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds overhead. However, hot weather moving in from the west. So like I mentioned, temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s in the Black Hills. As you head east and southeast of the hills, we're looking at temperatures into the mid to upper 90s. That's going to slide off to the west. And then by tonight, this is when we're going to bring in some scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. We stop this very late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and that's when we're going to see mostly cloudy skies overhead. Then that front's going to push in Thursday. There's the cool air behind that front, and we can see cloudy skies waking up, but we're going to see just isolated storms. So we're not going to see any widespread or heavy rain, it looks like, as we push into tomorrow. Much cooler, but just an isolated storm there as we stop this at 3:30 p.m. Temperatures, though, only in the mid to upper 70s. That'll slide off, continue to move off to the east, clearing out the skies for your Friday. An isolated rain shower or two is possible, but for the most part, mostly sunny on Friday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. We'll bump these into the 90s. By the weekend, we'll look at that in the 7-day forecast. Like I mentioned, today, though, it's going to be hot, 92 in Rapid City, a mix of sun and clouds. An isolated storm is possible late this afternoon, but for the most part, we won't see those kick in till the overnight hours. tonight, 65. It's going to be mild out there. A very pleasant evening with those scattered storms. Wind shifting from the south to the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's going to bring in the cooler air starting on Friday. How about a high temperature of 76 in Rapid City with those scattered to isolated rain showers and thunderstorms? We could see gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, the 7-day forecast is going to look like this. We're going to be in the 80s on Friday, then the 90s once again on Saturday and Sunday. 92 Saturday, 91 on Sunday. Plenty of sunshine overhead. A great day to head off to the lake or the pool. And then 88 on Monday. We'll be at 84 on Tuesday with an isolated storm possible. But for the most part, after tomorrow, we're going to see plenty of sunshine once again and temperatures right around where we should be for this time of year. ClickBigDeals.com. We don't have the graphic up, but it is for the Hart Ranch Golf Course. Beautiful Hart Ranch. You want to get on the website and take advantage of this because with these deals, golf always goes very fast. Get it while it's still available. Anya.
Thank you, Lewis. And you'll definitely see fewer kids running around during the day now that school's back in session. But there are still those toddlers that are too young for class. News Center 1's Monica Davis is standing by at the YMCA this morning to tell us more about the options for the little ones. Good morning, Monica.
Good Wednesday morning. Well, across the city, students went back to school on Monday, and now they are in the middle of their first week of school. But there's also those very little ones that may have gone to preschool for the first time this week. I am live this morning with Sarah, and she's going to be telling us all about the childcare that the YMCA has to offer. So, Sarah, tell me about preschool here at the Y.
We have an amazing preschool program. We actually have childcare basically from 1 year old until 5, and we have a great preschool program that's really right now we have openings in 3 to 5, and we're just getting them prepared for that kindergarten, getting their skills ready, getting their their patience level ready, getting all those skills ready for them to go to school.
Absolutely. And why is it so important for that young of a child to go to preschool?
Well, what they're finding out is across Rapid City that kids have never been read to, and kids don't know what crayons are. So it's really important to get those like the dexterity skills to color and write their name, and to the skills of learning what a book is and how to read a book. It's really important, and we do a great program here to do that.
Yeah, story time is very important in my household. I know that. So I know that your numbers have been pretty good so far. So tell me about how your enrollment is going.
Yeah, our 1 and 2 year olds we're full right now. We have actually a waiting list for, but we do have openings in 3 to 5. And so, it's getting those, and that's a really critical age. That's getting them used to being in a classroom setting, being with a teacher, getting all that ready that, if they don't have that, sometimes they fall behind, and we don't want that either. And so we have those openings, and we'd love to have your kids at the Y.
So the Y seems to be a really good place for those preschool years. And Sarah was also telling me some really interesting numbers about after-school programs that we're going to be talking about here in just a little while. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Monica, for that information. And we'll have more coming up just after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Kia just announced one of the biggest programs in their history. At Billion Kia, get 66 months at 0% APR financing on all new 2015 Kia Souls, Kia Fortes, and Kia Optimas. That's 66 months at 0% APR financing. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Do you want to drive for less? You could be approved today. We've helped others, and we'd love to help you because we'd love to see you in a Kia. Billion Kia in Rapid City or at BillionAuto.com.
I believe in not just doing it yourself,
but doing it right. I believe in paint and primer in one. And coverage that covers.
I believe a smooth, durable finish isn't a luxury. It's a promise.
I believe nobody can paint this room better than me.
Which is why I believe.
I believe.
I believe in Pittsburgh Paints.
Don't just do it yourself, do it right. Pittsburgh Paints Grand Distinction. The best paint you'll ever buy or your money back. Guaranteed. Exclusively at Menards.
In a world ruled by internet, one amazing discovery is about to change everything. Midco Extreme 1.0. Up to 60 megabit per second downloads. Only $34.95 a month for 12 months. Online is about to go out of this world. From the producers of America's fastest internet, click happiestdevices.com.
Come to McDonald's for a real breakfast freshly made in our kitchen, like the melt-in-your-mouth classic Egg McMuffin.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Well, a new appointment coming Tuesday for Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender. The mayor is now a member of the Law Enforcement Officer Standards and Training Commission. The commission is responsible for setting the training standards and certification processes for South Dakota law enforcement. Attorney General Marty Jackley appointing Mayor Allender to the position yesterday. Allender has 30 years of law enforcement service to the state of South Dakota and will use this background to help develop and oversee law enforcement training methods. The mayor says he is excited to be on board.
It'll involve periodic meetings to look at new law enforcement standards. And I think there's law enforcement is a very visible arm of government. It requires high standards. It requires people with experience to oversee the administration of standards and training, and so I think it'll be good for all of us.
Allender has been appointed a 2-year term beginning this month. And here's one that law enforcement officers probably don't train for: a piglet on the loose on a busy interstate. Reporter Nikki Newbro has the story.
It's a sound that may be unusual to hear at the Evansdale Police Department. A little piglet, can't be that old, rescued by Officer Dan Taylor.
Dispatch advised that there was a traffic hazard out on the interstate.
The little guy was found on Interstate 380. He did have some road rash. They're actually thinking he fell out of a truck.
I think he seemed oblivious to everything around him, the cars and semis going down the interstate.
Now he seems like a happy little pig, potentially saved from your dinner plate. But right now, the officers at the Evansdale Police Department are enjoying the company.
He's kind of entertaining to watch and see, so.
Almost 6:30 on your Wednesday morning. There's more news and weather headed your way in the next half hour of News Center 1 Today, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the taste go by. Let the water hold me now. Letting the taste go by.
Labor Day means big savings at Toyota's annual clearance event. It's the perfect time to get a great deal on our huge selection of amazing Toyotas, from the bold Camry to the versatile RAV4 to the fuel-sipping Prius. This clearance event only happens once a year and ends September 8th. Get 0% APR on 9 of your favorite Toyota models, and in honor of Labor Day, Toyota will double your down payment up to $500 on top of current offers on a new 2015 Camry and Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
If you haven't been to Edible Arrangements before, you have no idea what you're missing. Just look. At Edible Arrangements, they make life a little sweeter. Want a great smoothie? Edible Arrangements. How about dipped chocolate and fruit? Edible Arrangements. These delectable arrangements are handcrafted daily, locally owned and always sweet. Let Edible Arrangements make any occasion special for you. Edible Arrangements, located at the east end of Rushmore Crossing, Rapid City.
It's time to simplify and upgrade with elegant home essentials from the Kitchen and Bath Showcase in Rapid City. Our showroom offers the newest kitchen and bath products available and a trained staff to guide you through every step of your project with brands you can rely on like Kohler, Moen, Delta, Cambria countertops, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Kitchen and Bath Showcase also offers on-site interior design services and is open Saturdays until noon. Stop by our locally owned showroom and see what we mean. Kitchen and Bath Showcase, 336 Shepherd Street, Rapid City.
The summer sell down is on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer, featuring cash back for 20% of MSRP on new GMC trucks. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of over 100 Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, and Duramaxes. Plus, get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on new Sierras. That's over $13,000 in savings. Don't miss the summer sell down, on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
Coming up on News Center 1 Today, our neighboring town, Spearfish, is the next South Dakota city set to step in for Pierre in the governor's capital for a day program. Then, campus credit cards may be a good option for college students after all. A new study released finds campus credit cards aren't what they used to be. And Monica Davis is live talking about the child care programs offered at the YMCA. Wednesday, August 26th, 2015.
You're watching News Center 1 Today.
Looks like Monica Davis is having some fun there at the YMCA. We'll check in with her in just a little bit.
No, what's she doing? Isn't she supposed to be working this morning?
She's measuring cups.
It just looks like she's playing in the sandbox or rice
It's
or
rice.
whatever that
It's a
is.
rice box.
Monica, this is serious work. You need to stop playing around. You need to get to work down there.
Yeah,
right?
someone
Correct?
needs to tell you that, I think, then. Yeah.
You know what? I guess that's all
You were
right.
the
I guess that's-
blueberry, right?
I think I was a blueberry.
At the
I
YMCA
can't
there.
remember. There's so many berries down there.
Mr. Naptime himself.
That's my favorite part.
Yes, I know.
Well,
Oh,
it was
Louis.
not long ago that we had our community showcase in Spearfish, and we had a good old time. Spearfish is the next South Dakota city to step in for Pierre in the governor's capital for a day program.
That's right. Activities in the community on September 9th will include a Main Street walk, business tours, and a community social event. Governor Dennis Dugard will also host a lunch to discuss local issues with community leaders.
That's right. Dugard says the events are an opportunity for him to become better acquainted with the people of Spearfish.
That's right. Spearfish Mayor Dana Boak says the city is looking forward to showcasing its strengths as well as the successes of its people and the opportunities in front of them.
There you go. Very
And
nice.
that was so much fun in Spearfish.
That was fun when we
So
headed
much
up to Spearfish, did the little community showcase up there. So much to do. I know.
I know, for a smaller town, there's a lot
there
to do.
is. There's a lot of hiking, the fish hatchery.
Outdoors.
Outdoorsy, very nice, very nice. And as far as Spearfish goes right now, what are your temperatures looking like? Well, as you're heading out the door this morning, not too bad, 59 degrees right there in Spearfish. Plenty of sunshine overhead. We are seeing those winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour, but not too bad. So good morning to all of you watching in Spearfish this morning. What about that bus stop forecast? Well, it's going to be hot today. Today's one of the days where you can leave the jacket at the house, all right? I'll go ahead and say you don't need to bring that jacket with you. 71 heading off to school, and then 91 as you're coming back. An isolated storm or two is possible, but for the most part, we will be holding those off until we get later on into the evening, pushing into tomorrow. As far as your Wednesday planner goes, 77 by 9 a.m., 86 by noon, 91 by 3 p.m. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Overall, a hot day. And now, Anya, yesterday we talked about it was a warm day. It wasn't too bad. And what I did is I headed out to Deadwood because I hadn't heard of it before. But have you ever heard of the Mount Roosevelt Friendship Tower? Have you ever heard of that?
I actually have not.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard about it either. It's kind of, I felt like talking to people, it's kind of one of the best kept secrets that they have here in the Black Hills. They're doing a little renovation on it. And so I got to get a kind of a behind the scenes to see what's going on. Take a look. Standing just north of Deadwood off Highway 85, the Mount Roosevelt Friendship Tower has been a symbol of the Wild West for over 90 years. Now, you may be asking, what exactly is the Roosevelt Friendship Tower?
It was built in between March and July of 1919. The Society of Black Hills Pioneers who constructed it under the leadership of Seth Bullock. Seth Bullock was personal friends with Teddy Roosevelt, our president, and after he died in the spring of 1919, Roosevelt wanted to do something in his honor. Now, on Monday, a project was started to renovate the stairs leading up the tower. This is to ensure the safety of all who make the short climb to the top and for those who love history and just enjoy getting out to the beautiful Black Hills. An easy half-mile hike to the top of Mount Roosevelt offers some spectacular views.
This is one of the great locations in the northern Black Hills where you can see quite a bit. You can actually see over into Wyoming. You can see the Bear Lodge Mountains. On a really clear day, you can see into Montana, North Dakota. You can see Bear Butte. You can see Harney Peak. You can see over to Lead, the open cut. You can really see everything around you. And that was actually one of the reasons why they put the tower here, why Seth Bullock felt it was important to put the tower here, because you could see his ranch over near Belle Fourche. You could see basically the West, and the idea was that this kind of symbolized the Wild West. And so the idea of putting the tower here was that President Roosevelt could kind of in memoriam remember those places that he always loved about the West.
And if you all want to head up there for yourself, you still can. Like I mentioned, it's just off of Highway 85 up around Deadwood. Right as you, pretty much if you get on 85 right at Deadwood, it's about a mile up the road there. I'd never heard of it, never been up there before, Anya. It's so pretty. I mean, the views up there are amazing.
Beautiful.
Yesterday, a little smoky, but overall, if you want to do that, it's a pretty quick hike. Is just a half a mile.
Oh, okay.
Not too steep. Not too steep. A nice little short hike to get out, enjoy the beautiful Black Hills, and the stair renovation. They're expecting that to be done by Friday.
Awesome. Well, still to come more from Monica Davis live this morning at the YMCA. Plus a look at your local forecast that's coming up after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Were rear-ended and felt a jar go through the back of my back. Called Bob Moore and Dean Fost. They were very patient with me. I would definitely recommend them in a heartbeat.
Call us at Moore Faust Injury Law Group. Get more.
Kia just announced one of the biggest programs in their history. At Billion Kia, get 66 months at 0% APR financing on all new 2015 Kia Souls, Kia Fortes, and Kia Optimas. That's 66 months at 0% APR financing. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Good credit? Bad credit? Bankruptcy? Do you want to drive for less? You could be approved today. We've helped others, and we'd love to help you because we'd love to see you in a Kia. Billion Kia in Rapid City or BillionAuto.com.
Ever wonder how much money your company spends on printing? Ever wonder how much time your employees spend ordering toner cartridges and repairing jammed machines? At A&B Business Solutions, our managed print services will analyze your print environment and design a program to reduce your total printing costs, improving workflow. A few small changes can make a big difference. MPS, just another solution from A&B, the company that helps you solve, simplify, and save.
I'm James. I'm a supervisor with standard parking at the Rapid City Regional Airport, and I love my church.
Hi, I'm Mitch Messer, head coach of Post 22 Baseball, and I love my church.
Hi, I'm Desiree. These are my boys. I'm a home educator, and I love my church.
Our mission is simple. We want to show people who Jesus is. My name is David, and I'm the lead pastor of Fountain Springs Community Church, and I love my church.
At Moore Faust Injury Law Group, we know money's tight after an accident. That's why your first call to us is free. Your first consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. What do you have to lose? Call Moore Faust Injury Law Group.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storrs.
Welcome back, everybody. Good Wednesday morning. 62 degrees right now at the Rapid City Regional Airport. Winds out of the north-northwest, so a little bit breezy this morning, but plenty of sunshine overhead. And then as we take a look at the current conditions in Phillip, again, sunshine, just 56 out there, so a little bit cool, but not too bad depending on where you go. We're at 56 in Phillip. We're at 75 this morning right now in Deadwood, so a big range of temperatures. Now, we do have still no red flag warnings out west this morning. The winds have died down, so that's good, but still some dense smoke. That's why there's still an air quality alert continuing for those devastating fires that they have out in the west. Now, as far as the rain goes, we're not seeing any right now. We're going to bring in some scattered showers, though, as we get later on tonight, pushing into tomorrow. That's because of this system. That's going to begin pushing in from the southwest, making its way into the Black Hills, starting tonight, then pushing into tomorrow, and much cooler temperatures behind a cold front. We'll look at that here in just a little bit. As we stop it, though, this afternoon, we're stopping it at 5 p.m. How about 89 in Rapid City, 88 in Sheridan, 90 in Billings, and then 94 in Valentine, 95 in Scotts Bluff. So some very hot temperatures, but take a look at the change from today to tomorrow. We're in the 90s today in Rapid City. How about at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow? Just 72 in Rapid City. Higher elevations aren't going to get out of the 60s, and also we're going to bring in some scattered rain showers. Now, not a lot of rain, but they could pop up as we push throughout the day. We'll be under cloudy skies. Let's look at that right now. So as we stop it this morning, high pressures off to the west. We're going to see a mix, off to the east. We're going to see a mix of sun and clouds this morning. As we stop it this afternoon, mostly sunny skies overhead, but you can see where the clouds are. That's going to move in overnight tonight by 1:30 a.m., very early tomorrow morning. An isolated rain shower or thunderstorm is possible. Those will stick with us as we push throughout the day tomorrow. Off and on rain showers under mostly cloudy skies. That's going to quickly move off to the east, though, making way for mostly sunny skies behind that for your Friday, as high pressure once again is going to dominate for the weekend and throughout the week tomorrow. So expect some 70s as we get into tomorrow. However, by the weekend and next week, we're talking about 90s and upper 80s once again. We'll look at that in the 7-day forecast. Your Black Hills area forecast for today, though, is showing 80s and 90s, 92 in Rapid City. How about 98 in Pine Ridge, 95 in Martin? Those winds out of the east anywhere from southeast 5 to 15 miles per hour with a gust into the 20s, 95 in Interior, 89 there in Sturgis. For tonight, that's when we're going to see these showers and thunderstorms push in, scattered, 65 degrees, mostly cloudy and mild. We will see those winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then as we take a look at tomorrow, 76, mostly cloudy and cool. With those scattered showers, once again, winds out of the north, we could see a gust up to 20 miles per hour. Your 7-day forecast is going to look like this: 76 on Thursday, 86 on Friday, 90s once again on Saturday and Sunday. Then we'll be at 88 on Monday, 84 on Tuesday. ClickBigDeals.com. Well, the current offer, we don't have the graphic for it, but it is for the Hart Ranch Golf Course. Now, what you're going to want to do is get on the website, take advantage of this as quick as possible, because these golf ones, they always go fast, especially with temperatures in the 90s and sunny skies this weekend. It'll be a good weekend to play golf. Go ahead and take advantage of that. Anya.
Well, bullying is an age-old problem that continues today, from classrooms to the workforce place, and especially social media. News Center 1's Caroline Patrikas takes us on an inside look at one group's effort to curb this trend.
For some, the start of a new school year can be fun.
Especially as we transition into a new school, kids going to middle school, kids going to school for the first time, kids who are a little bit shy.
For others, it can be traumatizing.
Getting picked on, getting teased, getting bullied. It happens through texting, it happens through social media, it happens verbally, physically, it happens in so many ways that we need to be aware.
Back to school can mean many things, including dealing with bullies. It doesn't just happen at school, it can happen on the playground, the bus stop, and even the internet. Because bullying is a problem in the school systems, and one often overlooked.
It brings kids to the point where they don't go to school, they get sick, they don't eat, they feel like if they're a little bit overweight, they just stop eating. They end up with serious depression, addiction issues. They attempt suicide.
According to the Front Porch Coalition, from 2006 to 2009, 13 young people took their lives in Rapid City alone.
We have only lost 2 to suicide in Rapid City since then.
Which proves the continued work surrounding the issue is making impact.
Prevention programming in general, when it encompasses all of those things I just talked about, it makes a difference.
Officials also stress the importance of staying involved.
Ask about what happened in the first day of school. Ask what happened about the second day of school. Keep asking about school until the end of school. And in the summertime, ask what's happening, because it doesn't end when school ends.
Caroline Patrikas, News Center 1.
National Suicide Awareness Week is approaching at the beginning of September, and for more information, you can head to our website at newscenter1.tv. And U.S. Representative Kristi Noem also taking time to give recognition to one local student who is earning national praise for her anti-bullying message and new book.
You know, I have spent my life in male-dominated fields. I have been a farmer and rancher my entire life. Also ran a hunting lodge and worked managing a restaurant. I would just tell women to grab a hold of every opportunity, and if they want to do something, to pursue it. I was extremely impressed with Danica today. She took an experience with bullying that she had in second grade and is using it to educate other people about the dangers of that, but what it means to be a leader.
Noem met with Danica while in the area on Tuesday. Danica is an 8th grader from Sturgis, and she has a lot to teach both kids and adults about bullying, how to treat other people, and leadership. Ahead on News Center 1 today, the back-to-school buys continue. We'll get a list of the best rides for teens. Plus all that tech, do drivers really take advantage of all the bells and whistles new cars have to offer? The survey results and more coming up in your consumer news right after the break. Stay tuned.
ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers, so you're free from interest for 6 years. That's on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck, so you're free to choose. Plus $1,000 bonus cash direct from Ford on cars and SUVs, so you're free to save. Interest-free financing on every 2015 Ford, plus $1,000 bonus cash on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride ends soon at your local Ford dealer.
This week, you can get more for a lot less during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Every item is reduced up to 70%. All living, all dining, all sleeping, all on sale. And no interest for 48 months. So hurry in today and save during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Beautiful designs, comfortable prices. Furniture Row.
Distracted driving is a dangerous mistake. Slow down. Give them a break.
We are professional grade during the summer sell down on now at Granite Buick GMC with cash back for 20% of MSRP on new GMC trucks. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of over 100 Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, and Duramaxes. Plus get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on new Sierras. That's over $13,000 in savings. Don't miss the summer sell down on now at Granite Buick GMC.
Rock solid drive granite.com.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Well, in consumer news this morning, it turns out campus credit cards may be a good option for college students after all. College students have often been guided against applying for credit cards when they arrive on campus. But a new study by creditcards.com finds campus credit cards aren't what they used to be. Many of them now offer low interest rates, no annual fees, cashback bonuses, and other benefits, including tools to help students manage their credit. And as parents of teens send their students off to school, they may be thinking about buying them a new car. Cars.com has released a new study with a list of top 10 cars for teens. The list doesn't rank the vehicles by popularity. Instead, it factors in total cost of ownership and safety. The list includes the Hyundai Elantra, Subaru Impreza, Honda Fit, Kia Soul, and Mazda 3, as well as the Chevy Sonic, Toyota Prius, Volkswagen Golf, Ford Focus, and Jeep Renegade. And speaking of vehicles, are you really using all the high-tech features in your car? A new study by J.D. Powers finds that 1 out of every 5 vehicle owners has never used half of the 33 technology features measured in its annual survey. In many cases, owners say they did not find certain features useful, or the tech came as part of a package of options they didn't want. The top technology not wanted on a next vehicle: rear seat entertainment. And keeping herself entertained at the YMCA this morning is Monica Davis. More on the child care and after-school programs at the Y. We'll check in with her in just a few minutes. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Labor Day means big savings at Toyota's annual clearance event. It's the perfect time to get a great deal on our huge selection of amazing Toyotas, from the bold Camry to the versatile RAV4 to the fuel-sipping Prius. This clearance event only happens once a year and ends September 8th. Get 0% APR on 9 of your favorite Toyota models, and in honor of Labor Day, Toyota will double your down payment up to $500 on top of current offers on a new 2015 Camry and Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Here's the church, here's the steeple, open the doors, and here's the people.
I'm Pastor David.
And I'm Pastor Becky.
We are the pastors at Calvary Lutheran. Come check us out.
And join us to love, serve, and be the people of God.
Let the games begin. Cabela's Fall Great Outdoor Days are finally here. Spend $150 in-store and get $25 in Cabela's bucks. Good for your next purchase. Don't miss our biggest sale and event of the season. Going on now in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
Dodgetown opened its doors in 1963, and this year during our summer clearance event, we'll be celebrating 52 years of being your locally owned, family-operated Ram truck headquarters of the Black Hills. Today we've got more inventory than ever, but we still offer the same hometown feel and heritage that we started with in 1963. And right now, there's no better time to drive out for a new 2015 Ram truck than during our summer clearance event. At Dodgetown, your Ram truck headquarters of the Black Hills for 52 years.
Thousands of subscribers have come to know Click Big Deals as the ultimate deal site, offering the biggest local deals 50% off or more. ClickBigDeals.com is the place to click and save big on products and services you use every day. So log on to ClickBigDeals.com now and get started.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. I am Monica Davis, live here at the YMCA in Rapid City, and today we are talking about their child care programs. Now, Sarah was telling me earlier that after-school care is just as important as preschool and going to class. So tell me, I think that you had mentioned that you have 18 after-school programs?
We do. We have 18 after-school sites throughout Rapid City, Custer, and Edgemont.
Now, that's a lot of after-school care.
It's a lot of kids that we're serving.
So tell me about after-school care. What really happens?
You know, in Rapid City, 81% of students, 6 to 17, have both available parents in the workforce. Only 12% are actually in after-school care, and 37% are going home unsupervised.
And that's kind of scary to me.
It is.
That's a little bit worrisome. So, you know, parents have to work, but kids also have to have a safe place after school.
Yes.
So tell me what happens with after school care and kind of just how that's going for you with this school year.
Yeah, you know, you can tell the need in Rapid City because right now we're basically full at all of our after school sites. So you can tell the need in our area. And actually what we need right now is we need more staff. If we can get more staff, we can serve more kids, which of course, you know, with those numbers I shared with you, we can always serve more kids. So yeah, we need more staff and more bus drivers actually. What happens is a lot of the kids actually get to stay in their schools and after school. And we just like usually go to gyms or cafeterias and we play and we do a lot of playing. We also help with homework. We do a lot of stuff like that. We also do, we have a Sundowners program that they're actually bused back to the Y. So we have a lot of options. We also do some outreach sites. So we have an outreach site in North Rapid. We also have one here right at the Y.
Okay, so there's lots of options if you need your little one to have a safe place to go after school. And it sounds pretty fun and productive. You also get your homework done. So Lewis, what can kids expect today after school for their weather to be like?
Thank you, Monica. Today after school, well, this is one of those days you don't need to bring that jacket. You don't need to bring a long sleeve because it is going to be a hot one today. We're talking about 80s and 90s. Change though, just switch that up for tomorrow. However, today, plenty of sunshine overhead. Now, what we are seeing though, as you look outside this morning, is a little bit of smoke around the hills, and that's still from the fires burning out west. What it's doing is pretty much, you can see the jet stream going right over Washington, over Idaho and Montana, and then it's bringing down that smoke into the Black Hills, and that's why we saw the smoke yesterday. We're seeing it once again this morning, so some hazy skies overhead. Also, with this big ridge that we're seeing, some very warm temperatures. That's why we're seeing the 90s as we push through today. We'll see 90s today, and Thursday, there's going to be a little bit of a dip. You can see not quite as big of a ridge, and also with that system pushing through 70s on Thursday. We'll be in the 80s on Friday. How about this warm air moving right back up into the Black Hills, though, starting next week? Over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to see 90s again, and it's still looking like we'll be in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Maybe a bit cooler, though, as we get into the middle to end of next week. However, the weekend is going to be a great weekend to do some head out to the lake and also head off to the pool because it is going to be a hot one. We'll look at the 7-day forecast here in just a little bit. What about your future temperatures? Let's stop this at 3 p.m. this afternoon. 80s and 90s around the hills, 90 in Rapid City, 90 in Ellsworth, 87 in Sturgis. A bit cooler as we head into the northern counties, 88 in Buffalo, 88 also in Camp Crook, 86 there in Bison. Out in the prairies, it's going to be hot. 96 Pine Ridge, 95 Porcupine, 92 in the Badlands. And then we'll be in the lower 90s there in Edgemont, Angostura, and Hot Springs. What about that Wednesday planner? We'll be at 77 by 9 a.m. There's the hazy skies overhead, a little bit of smoke, but then we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. 86 by noon, 91 by 3. An isolated thunderstorm is possible late this afternoon. However, it looks like for the most part that's going to move in tonight and pushing into tomorrow's when we'll see the best chance of some isolated to scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. And I did mention it's going to be a lot cooler on Thursday. We'll take one final look at that 7-day forecast coming up just after the break. So stay with us. You're watching News Center 1 Today. and we'll be right back.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Judah's Woodfire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
Carly posts,
breaking up with the longest relationship I've ever had. Hashtag sad but true.
good riddance, Carly.
Hashtag 96 months too long.
Oh, the car. Right. Well, now's the perfect time to head over to the Honda Summer Clearance event. We've got great deals on the Honda Civic, the best-selling car in its class. So ditch that loser.
Hey.
Still talking about the car.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
The Black Hills Regional Eye Institute wants to say thank you to our local heroes. This month, Eye LASIK is $1,000 off to all military, law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders. Visit our website to take the LASIK self-test and schedule your free consultation. We use the latest technology to bring our patients safe, effective, and life-changing results. Through September 30th, Eye LASIK is $1,000 off. Visit LASIKRapidCity.com on the risks and benefits of surgery. Improve your vision, live your life with Eye LASIK from the Eye Institute.
Kia just announced one of the biggest programs in their history. At Billion, Kia gets 66 months at 0% APR financing on all new 2015 Kia Souls, Kia Fortes, and Kia Optimas. That's 66 months at 0% APR financing. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Do you want to drive for less? You could be approved today. We've helped others, and we'd love to help you because we'd love to see you in a Kia. Billion Kia in Rapid City or at BillionAuto.com.
Handmade fresh Florentine flatbread with fresh spinach, homemade bruschetta, and creamy artichoke sauce. Or Italia with rich homemade red sauce, fresh roasted red peppers, sausage, pastrami, and pepperoni. A half flatbread with your choice of fresh garden salad or fresh daily soup. Taste the difference at Shooter's Woodfire Grill, Rapid City.
Morning, everyone. Coming up on Today, a Today exclusive, Donald Trump joins us live to talk about that clash with the Univision anchor at his news conference and his ongoing battle with Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly. Could his confrontational style carry him all the way to the White House? We'll have that. Also ahead, the former prep school student accused of rape expected to take the stand today. Will he be the only witness the defense calls? We'll be live at the courthouse. Then, are you better off eating alone? Why more of us are doing that now and the surprising impact it can have on our health when we get started on a Wednesday morning here on Today.
Thank you, Savannah. And here's a nightmare moment for any tourist, parent, or just about anyone, really.
All right, yeah, so here's the story. A 12-year-old boy accidentally damaged a painting said to be worth more than a couple $1 million at an exhibit in Taiwan over the weekend.
According to the TST Art of Discovery Company, the boy tripped and caught his balance by pushing against a 17th century oil on canvas painting.
Oh boy, the head of the company says the boy's hand made contact with the artwork and left a hole the size of a fist.
The good news is the work is insured, so the boy and his parent won't be held liable for the accidental damage.
Oh my goodness. Anya, has that ever happened to you? You ever been shopping and you accidentally break something?
Not that I can think of, but now that the subject is up, I can see you as a little kid, just like a bull in a china shop, just going nuts and like breaking something.
No, so that wasn't me. No, I think the thing is like, you know, you go to the grocery store, right? And you always check the eggs, you open it up and check the eggs. I remember one time I was checking the eggs, I accidentally knocked it. They fall on the floor and they splatter everywhere. So that's not, you know, $1 million
clean up on aisle 7
worth of right there. But you know, then it's embarrassing. You got to bring you got to get everyone to clean it up, and then you have to pay for the eggs.
I think I saw somebody once drop like a bottle of ketchup, and that was just nasty. I felt bad for him.
No, but that poor guy, the poor parents, man, that's rough. But you know what?
$1 million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a tough one to swallow.
No, well, but as far as our weather goes on, I was talking about it's going to be hot today. We're looking at 90s all over. However, tonight it's not going to be too bad. This is when we're going to bring in those scattered rain showers and thunderstorms moving in tonight. 65 degrees is going to be that low, mostly cloudy and mild. Winds out of the northwest, we're seeing them out of the south today. They're going to shift to the northwest tonight, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Moving into tomorrow, this is when the big change is going to move in. 76 degrees, only for a high. With those rain showers, we'll see cloudy skies overhead. Winds out of the north, anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour, with a gust up to 20. So tomorrow, I mentioned kids today, you don't need that umbrella. You don't need even a jacket. Tomorrow, Carry that the jacket and umbrella with you. It'll be a little bit chilly. Then your 7-day forecast is going to look like this. 92 today, 76 on Thursday. Then we're going to quickly rebound these temperatures, though, moving into Friday. We'll be at 86 on Friday, 92 on Saturday, 91 on Sunday. Plenty of sunshine overhead. So quickly, that jet stream is going to bring in the warmer air out of the southwest. Again, we just saw that ridge of high pressure pushing in. Then we'll be at 88 on Monday, 84 on Tuesday. An isolated rain shower or two is possible in the afternoon on Tuesday, but for the most part, we will be staying nice and dry. A very nice 7-day ahead. It is still summer on you. Even though many of the kids went back to school, it is still summer. It's still going to feel like summer, at least for the next couple weeks. So get out there and enjoy it. Head off to the lake, head off to the pool. Just enjoy it any way you can.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make it out to the pool. So
all right. Well, good
this
job.
belly might see a little sun.
That's all right. And a little sun.
SPF.
Little sun never hurt anyone. Thank you for joining us this morning, everyone. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
That's right. Have a great day.